Hello, in this video we are going to talk about slavery. Slavery is the possession of one person by another. Slaves were sold in slaves markets after being kidnapped from their homes or after being captured in wars. The practice of slavery goes back to prehistoric times. Slavery was common in ancient civilizations for economic and social reasons. They used them to build palaces as the ancient Egyptian, or in hard labor and wars as in the Inca civilization. In the Renaissance era, after increasing exploration and colonization campaigns, Europeans brought slaves from Africa and colonial countries to work in their farms.
In the 16th century, European countries were competing to bring slaves and trade them, and with the expansion of agricultural activities, slaves were the most used tool in agriculture, and they were used to help in the cultivation of profitable crops, such as tobacco. They were black Africans. Even the free black people owned a black slave. The invention of the cotton gin was the central importance to slavery, as slaves were used to pick cotton, and this use was common use. Slaves were not allowed to learn. Their movement was restricted. They were rewarded for obedient behavior, and those who rebelled were severely tortured. In 1548, King Louis X of France issued a law abolishing slavery. This law didn't reach the colonial countries, so it wasn't implemented. And in 1794, France abolished slavery on its empire, although Napoleon restored it in 1802.
In London, 1787, a committee was formed to abolish slavery. The slaves' liberation movement began in the late 18th century. In the USA, Abraham Lincoln didn't establish laws against slavery because it already existed, but in 1858 he announced his desire to prevent it from spreading, and put it in the public's mind that it will disappear. In 1865, slavery effectively ended in the USA and all slaves in the Confederacy were freed. Slavery was declared illegal in 1948 under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Mauritania was the last country to abolish slavery. Today, slavery of black children and adults is considered an illegal in the most countries.